what is street dawah? What's the mindset someone needs to have that's involved in street dawah? And how do you actually do it? This is what I'm going to be addressing in today's video. Now, the very first thing is, what is street dawah and why is it important? Street dawah is when people go out to convey the message of Islam in public areas. And usually what happens is you get a young group of people going out, handing out literature, having conversations. And what's really important to know is this is something that's been going on for essentially hundreds of years. Muslims have been going out and conveying the message of Islam. Now, why is this important? It is because it is a public manifestation of the duty of the Muslims to convey the message of Islam. Now, say you're in a town center and people walk past you and you're handing out literature. You're a visible symbol. You are somebody that people can look at and say, this is a Muslim who is propagating his or her religion. So we as Muslims need to be out in public to convey the message of Islam. There are three aspects of the mindset of somebody who is a caller to Allah on the street. The very first thing is, you need to be doing it for the sake of Allah. You need to be sincere. You need to be someone who is doing every single action that they do, every single step that they take, every single flyer that they hand out, whatever they actually do is for the sake of Allah alone. It's not to go on Facebook or YouTube or become famous or anything like that. The second aspect of having a mindset is someone who is patient. Because what you see on Facebook and what you see on YouTube and on Twitter and all of the rest of the social media, this isn't the reality of street dawah. What you see is dawah conversations, people accepting Islam, people crying. This is not what actually happens. Most of the time, when you are calling to Allah, you are trying to engage with people, you're handing out flyers, and you're probably not going to be in a conversation. The success criteria is not the number of conversations you have, not the number of flyers you give out, not how many hours you are there, not how many shahadas you get. The success criteria in your mind should be, will Allah accept this effort of mine? Because if you make the success criteria shahadas or conversations or how many people you interact with or flyers you give out, you're most likely going to be disappointed, because da'wah is a struggle. It is difficult. Some days you may go out and you've been giving da'wah for years and nobody may stop. No one may even take your flyer. And especially if you're new, just stand there and smile and just give out literature. And over time you'll build a confidence to start asking questions like, is life just a game? Who do you love? What's your goal? And then you'll get into conversations, and then you can speak about Islam, speak about Tawheed, and speak about all of the things that we do in our actual training. But remember, patience is key to success, because nobody goes from being at level 0 dawah, in which they haven't given any dawah before, and they go out on the street and they start having conversations and they start getting shahadas. It doesn't happen like that. It's a gradual process. In the beginning, it's very slow and you need to be patient. It's really that simple. To get involved in street dawah, all you need to do is have the mindset of being patient, someone who is sincere, and someone who has their tawakkul, their trust in Allah. And how do you actually do it? It's the simplest thing in the world. Just go out, give out literature, and over time, through your patience and your tawakkul and your sincerity, you'll get into conversations. And remember, on the 16th of May, we have the Global Messenger Day. On this day, Muslims from across 50 countries will come together to show the world about the one who they love and about why they should also love Allah and His message, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.